Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And, well, I actually thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to check the ancient maps, because obviously I can now read. Well, it doesn't really make any difference, to be honest, but anyway, I thought I'd check them because maybe, just maybe, there was going to be a location somewhere nearby, and it does appear that that is indeed the case. I did put a marker here, but I don't think that, I don't think I'm in the right place, actually. I was kind of hopeful that I would be. Maybe it's around here somewhere? Ah, hello there. There we go. I actually found it. Okay, whew. I have been looking around for, maybe not a considerable amount of time, but quite some time. And I was very much hoping that I'd be able to, you know, find what I needed here. So anyway, we're just going to take off these gauntlets right now, because obviously I do want to pick up these nettles without any gloves on. Because apparently that's a thing. I still don't know what that's all about, but obviously, you know, that's all spoilerish stuff. And otherwise, let's just loot a bunch of things here while we can. Is there anything else, actually? Any other nettles? Maybe there are some over here? No. Alright, well, that's absolutely fine, because what we're going to do is we're going to start digging, and we've got some treasure. I'm going to show you, by the way. If you're playing alongside me or something like that, then this is obviously going to be extremely useful for you if you haven't already found this. And I'm just gonna... Ooh, hello. Ooh, 500! Are you serious right now? We've got an odd die here, playing die. Loaded in favor of odd numbers. Oh yes, and we also have a spiked warhammer, a massive, dangerous weapon made for fighting armored opponents. Its head is covered in spikes that can pierce nearly all armor. Okay, well, that sounds fantastic. A warhorse coif, warhorse greaves. Absolutely insane gear right here. Look at this thing. 3,200 in to sell it. That's crazy. There's a necklace here as well, and we got a grand bassinet too. These are crazy items. These are insane. All right. Well, I have no idea. Can I do I put this on? I guess so, right? Do I? Yeah, I think I should probably put it on. It sounds much better than what I have, at least. I guess a little bit. And what do we have here? The nobleman's boots. Aren't they better? I mean, it does provide me with slightly better something or other. And what is this? Does this give me more protection? Yes, it does. I wasn't actually even wearing anything on that particular portion of my body right there. So that's nice. There's also this. I'm going to put on the warhorse coif, why not? And we got the warhorse greaves as well. That's going to be actually replacing a number of things that we can put on here. So that's super nice. Look at that. Okay, we're looking super, super nice now. All right, I like it. Is there... Okay, I'm gonna ask you something real quick. I could Google this, so, you know, you don't have to answer, obviously. I may indeed... You know what? I'm literally going to Google it right now. Alright, so I googled it, and, well, I'll tell you exactly what's happening anyway after this. But yes, anyway, so this is the location of Ancient Map 3, if you care. If there is, I mean, that's the thing. I basically needed to find the windmill first, and there it is. As you can see, it's just peeking out from behind the clouds there. I didn't actually go over to the windmill, but I just basically ran up this road here, and then it uncovered it, and then I was able to determine that this was the area that I needed to explore. Because if I show you the map right now, I mean, you're going to have the map as well if you're playing alongside me, obviously, and then you're going to be able to see there's the windmill, and there's the little section of road, and then obviously you've got the hedgerows, and there's a tree, and obviously that's what I was looking for. I was literally looking for a tree. Here's a tree, and the grave is right by the side of it. So I'm very pleased. There you go. We got some great stuff. And I guess the best thing for me to do now is probably to go and actually do... Well, I'm thinking probably do some quests, right? Do some quests. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll go... I'm thinking all the way back to Rattay at this point. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. We're going to have to do something first. We are going to have to go back to Ginger. All right, we need to go back to Ginger because I forgot to tell him that he is that he is okay to go wherever he wants to go now. Ah, you've come across a pilgrim on the road who's clearly keen on talking to passers-by. He doesn't look dangerous, but God knows what he's after. All right. Let's have a look. Let's see what he's all about. This is going to be interesting. Hello there, sir. He's got a sword? Wait a minute.
Blood will be spilt!
Oh, he's killing me.
I'll slaughter you!
Okay. What? Okay. He's a bandit. Well, there you go. I'm just gonna slashy him then, I guess. Okay, yeah. Obviously, as you can tell, we have a helmet on now, and so when I go into combat, apparently, that causes me to have this kind of vision, as you can see. It's kind of like the Terminator, you know, going into battle right there. That's quite funny. Anyway, so yeah, he literally just, you know, got absolutely murdered, which is perfectly fine with me. And otherwise, yeah, so that was apparently what was going on there. That was weird. And I'm kind of a bit put off now. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm actually wanting to use the spiked warhammer. I think that's going to be super fun to use, so I'd like to use that from now on. And yeah, so we're going to go back to Talmberg, and then I will ride over to Ginger's location. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, apparently someone is calling out to us right now. Who was it? This guy? No. Someone was calling out to me right here. Who was it? I thought he was inside. There's no one outside. So it must be inside. Okay, let's do it. Let's go in and see if... This is kind of weird. It's been a while since we've been here, isn't it? Maybe I should check in with Lady Stephanie or something like that. Now that we're looking super striking, right? That would probably be quite funny. I thought it was someone calling me from the battlements. This guy?
You're the young fellow who came here from Scarlet's half dead, aren't you?
Yes, that'll be me. Why?
Well, the lady of the castle was asking after you. She wants to talk to you.
Ah, I'll go and see her then. Thank you.
Very well. Don't make her wait. Take care.
Aha! There we go. So we've got another side quest. Alright, okay, this is cool. Okay, I'm happy to do this. Alright, so wait a second. One thing I want to do... yeah, so, oh yeah. The thing that I googled, I didn't obviously tell you what I googled. I googled whether you can turn off your helmet from being shown, especially in cutscenes. And apparently it is automatically removed, cosmetically, in main quest cutscenes, but in side missions it's not. So I'm thinking right now that even though this is worse, I'm going to just use this because I kind of like seeing our main character's face. And here she is. Alright, let's speak to her.
The Lord be praised. What's on your mind?
I heard you wanted to talk to me, my lady.
It's true. I need something from you.
How can I help?
My cousin, young Sophie, is going to be wed. It will be an entry into a new life, and I want everything to be perfect for her. I'm looking for a few things to give her as a gift, and you're going to find them for me.
My lady, why me?
Normally I'd let the Chamberlain take care of it, but he doesn't have any taste. I can't trust him with this. And I've been told no task is too challenging for you. Is that not true?
It will be my honor, my lady.
I need you to pick up an ornamental crown from Sasau for Sophie, wine from a merchant in Ratai, and a roan from the stable in Ujits.
Who am I supposed to pick up the wine from?
From Conrad Hagen in Ratai. He's the only person in the whole region who can supply a genuinely good wine. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Here you go. That should be enough.
And the ornamental crown?
I had the engravers in Sasau make it, but now they've written to say it will take a while longer. That just won't do. The wedding is almost upon us, and I need it. Go and see Master Jeronim Slesky and pick it up.
You said a roan from Ujits?
Precisely. It's a beautiful animal. Wait till you see it. Dietrich said he'd ride it here himself, but I can already imagine how he'll end up killing himself on that horse. But you, so young and vigorous.
Wine, a roan, and a crown. I can handle that.
Thank you, Henry. I just wish there were others here I could trust so well. Take care.
All right, okay. Well, I was actually anticipating it being something a little bit different, but that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so apart from this, okay, right. Decorated riding boots? Oh, okay. I didn't even realize I had these. All right, well, whatever the case, nice to know that we picked up another side quest, and I think that I'm probably going to go to the bathhouses once again, because as you can no doubt tell, my energy is getting a little bit on the lower side, and there is actually a buff. Someone told me that there is a buff that we can get if, and now here's the kicker, if we have, shall we say, an encounter with one of the wonderful ladies here. So that's what we're going to do, I guess. And we're going to see how that works.
Jesus Christ, your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits. May they burn in hell.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
And what is it you'd like?
I've heard you have nice girls here.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Are we agreed?
That's not enough. You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it.
Alright, so there you go. It was a wonderful fade to black right there, and I just want to see, okay, there we go. We get a +2 charisma, and we also have this as well. I'm not entirely sure how long this lasts, but hopefully that's going to be good. But yeah, thank you very much for letting me know that there is actually a buff associated with that. And funnily enough, this buff is insane, because, I mean, +2 charisma, apparently that's really, really good, so I am super pleased about that. We also have another drinking thing. Oh yeah, that's obviously the thing that I picked up beforehand. All right, yeah, well, we don't need to worry about that too much. Okay, so where is the exit? Here. Okay, good. Okay, is everything fine? Are we all good? Yeah, look at that. My health is at 100%, energy, nourishment, all that wonderful stuff. My armor is looking fantastic, or at least I think it should look relatively fantastic. And now we are going to be making our way over to where we want to go, which is Rattay, and I just need to find... where's the torch? There we go. I am absolutely awful at using these things. Okay, there we go. Let's get on my mount, and I'll make my way over to Rattay. Haha, I rhymed. Oh yes. Actually, you know what? We need to go to Ginger still, don't we? You know, I gotta say, it's actually pretty funny that every single time we come to speak to this guy, it's always at night. Have you noticed that? That's really weird. Anyway, here he is. He's not sleeping. Of course he's not. And there is actually a chest here that I wouldn't mind lockpicking, but yeah, well, he's probably going to leave after this, isn't he?
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing, except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Aha! Oh, okay. I actually wonder what he's going to give us as a result of that. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. Otherwise, apart from that, we are going to be lockpicking this right now. Thank you. Give me this and all of this stuff. The linen shirt. Okay, not looking particularly good for me. I'm just going to leave everything else. Doesn't seem particularly worth it. And otherwise, we are done here. Great, look at that. That was nice and easy. So I just want to make sure that I'm not, you know, sort of leaving any loose ends. Because obviously I do tend to forget that kind of stuff really, really easily, by the way. So obviously that's a bit of a problem. Okay, so obviously Neuhof is over there. There is Kohelnitz. It would be good if I actually went to Kohelnitz at some point. Wouldn't it? I think it would be somewhat good. Anyway, I'll travel to Rattay. Alright, so we're back here with Captain Bernard because I actually feel like what I would like to do is I'm obviously going to ask him for some work, first of all, but after that I'm going to try to train with a Warhammer a little bit because well, my skill in that is obviously pretty low as far as I'm aware.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
It all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well, as for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad.
I'll try the mace. The armor smasher.
Here we go, the armor smasher, no shield.
Just on its own.
Thank you very much. I actually do not appreciate using shield, which is actually super funny because usually I really, really love using a shield. Okay. Oh yeah, we're using bludgeons. That's pretty funny.
5 minutes later.
Alright, there you go. Alright, so we actually ended up beating him. Yeah, but obviously that was not real training, you know, it was literally just practice weapons and so on and so forth. But I feel like that was actually pretty fun. I like that. So yeah, I did level up my agility once again, which I think is quite funny. I have no idea what I should actually take right now. I guess I'll just take perfect throw. I don't think there are any other perks that I can even get in this one. I'll take human dustbin as well, by the way, so that we can actually just, you know, eat whatever we want. And we've got strength here too. Oh, hello. What do we got? Foes will be more likely to flee from combat with you. Your attacks cause greater damage. Applies only to weapons that require strength to wield. What is the Warhammer's kind of stat? I actually don't know. Blocking an opponent's strikes with your shield. No, I don't really care about that. Your stamina regeneration will not slow down in combat. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds pretty cool. Your attacks cause greater damage though, but let me actually just take a quick look. Let's have a look at this thing. Is this a strength weapon? I think this is probably a strength weapon, right? Yeah, because it just says minimum strength 8. And what do I have? I have 16. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. All right, so that means that if I do use heavy swing, I'm going to be doing even more damage. So yeah, let's do it. Why not? That sounds like a fun idea, right? That sounds like a fun idea. Okay, so we're going to go into Rattay now, and we are just going to try and find the smith guy, I guess, the smith, the armorer, or whatever, and hopefully we'll be able to repair some of our gear, and most notably our one of our armor pieces. I think it's like the chest piece or whatever, and hopefully that's going to make a little bit of a difference. Alright, so it's actually going to cost me only 100 groschen to be able to do this. I can haggle with him as well, so I will do that.
Let's talk about the price.
And let's see what he's going to say. Alright, so I can go as low as 65. I guess we're just going to go for a 10% discount, I guess.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Oh wow, he actually went with that, and we got a reputation gain for that too. All right, well that's pretty nice. Okay, so all my gear is now repaired, which is wonderful, and now we can move on. I am a little bit injured, obviously, from my training, but that hopefully won't make any difference, or it won't make much of a difference. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe it will. How's my nourishment doing? My nourishment is okay. Energy's also fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is there's a quest giver. Aha! Where is that? Where are you? Oh, in here. In here somewhere. Is that you? Yes. Hello there, sir.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going, but I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right, a bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound of catmates when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right, here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
I'll do that.
Right. Okay. That's gonna be a bit interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So that's gonna be very interesting indeed. I highly doubt.
Show me what you've got concealed.
Oh, are you joking?
What?
Such are my orders.
Can I do this? Can I win? Can I win with this? Oh no, wait. We can do this one.
You want to pick over my personal effects? You can't be serious.
I meant no offense. Sorry. Go right ahead.
Haha.
Damn.
There
Stay
we
away
go.
from people if you can't ride a horse.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, so, great. Whew. I was a little bit worried there for a second. Okay, so, wasn't there something else that I had to do here? Oh yeah, the blacksmith actually had a weapon for me, but I have a warhammer now. Do I need to buy a weapon? I actually don't know. Anyway, apart from that, we can obviously now learn the wonderful potions. So that's actually kind of nice. There's a grindstone there as well. There's a weaponsmith. Oh, the weaponsmith might actually have something for us. Let me actually just go and very quickly have a look. Aha, okay, so I actually found him. Let's have a look-see here. Okay, so as you can see, yeah. So this is actually the sword, I believe, that someone actually mentioned. And thank you very much for this, by the way. Apart from that, actually, you know what? What I could have done... Oh, yeah, okay. I understand. Okay, so basically, someone told me a really, really good way of making cash in this game is by taking bandit loot, like bandit armor and stuff like that, and just repairing it and then selling it. And that actually, that's actually really good, and that's actually something that I will probably end up doing. So this is the warhammer that we're using right now. As you can see, it does 47 blunt damage, or at least I think it is that. And as far as I can tell, its defense is very low. So if I want to block with this thing, it's going to be a bit difficult to make that work. At least I think so. Anyway, as you can see, removing the menu on that side also does provide us with a lot more statistics, I guess. I mean, what does 75 mean? Yeah, 75 means the damage of these things. So that's pretty crazy. There's also a dagger here as well. Daggers could be really, really useful, actually. I'm going to buy a dagger, and we're going to haggle with this guy, obviously,
I'd
once
like to
again.
discuss the
Now, the
price.
main reason why I'm buying a dagger is because I feel like it might be kind of cool to maybe utilize
That's not enough.
a little bit of stealth, you know? A little bit of stealth, maybe?
Bye.
And there we go. I'm just going to pay him a little bit there, and we're going to gain some reputation as well. And then we're going to leave, and that's it. There you go. Okay, so yeah, as I said, we're probably going to do something like that, where I'm going to, because I actually do have a little bit of armor stashed away in my horse's saddlebag. And so I'm thinking that, you know what, it may be a good idea for me to just, you know, try to hold on to those things. So maybe that would be an idea. I'm not entirely sure. But apart from that, we're going to go back to the mill. And going back to the mill might have something for us. I obviously have no idea, but someone said to me that there may be something there. Who's this? Oh, no one. All right. All right, here he is, Miller Peshek. Hello there, sir.
God save you.
Can you tell me something?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Woodsick.
Tell me about Voigt.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. Good luck, then.
Alright, so considering we actually have a small side quest here to speak to Teresa before, is it midday or something like that? And obviously she's right here, so we might as well speak to her, right?
Hail, Henry. I hear you've become a daring tourney fighter. You're full of surprises.
I've brought you something.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. And where would you care to go?
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in a common tongue. Everyone's talking about him.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug. Hey. That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
I don't know. I suppose it's a job like any other.
Of course. I'm sure it's no different than being a charcoal burner. You'll have to try harder than that.
Now then.
Ah, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
What? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
You rascal. You know what? Ask me another time.
Another time?
The next time you come to see me. You will come and see me again, won't you?
I don't know. I am awfully busy.
Well, if you do find the time, I'll be glad to see you. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip. Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again.
Alright, so it looks like we went on a little date right there. I didn't even really expect that that was going to be the case, but apparently yes. Okay, wonderful. That was pretty fun. Okay, so otherwise, my energy, nourishment, all that wonderful stuff is looking pretty okay at the moment. There is a DLC quest here, but obviously we're not going to do that right now. And there is a there's the quest over there to go and hunt down Riki. Is there anything else that we need to do? I'm sure there is, but I'm gonna forget it, okay? I'm sure there is something that we need to do, but I'm probably not gonna remember. So I guess the best thing for me to do right now is to travel across the bridge. Where's my horse? There it is. And we're gonna go and see if we can find Riki. And where do I have to go for that? Yeah, on the scent. That's the thing. I don't know whether there's a time limit for this thing, because a lot of people have told me in the comments that sometimes there's a time limit on quests, and I'm now super paranoid about that. So yeah, I have no idea, but hopefully I'll be able to make it there in time. Alright, so we've arrived in Ledechko. It actually did not even take me that long to get here. I'm actually really surprised that it was so fast, but there you go. Okay, so we got to find a guy called Riki. Let's take a look at our map right here. Okay, so there is actually a quest just up the road here, so I guess I might as well have a look-see. You don't know whether you're going to find something super, super interesting. And wait a minute, what's going on here? Where is it? Oh, there's a grindstone here, obviously. Okay. Well, it's going to be over here somewhere. Is it the blacksmith, really, that has a quest? I don't know. I don't think so, right? Oh, it might be.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Is something troubling you?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
What talk might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
And, how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Good, good. And don't worry, you won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to recompense you.
Alright, I'll go and see if there's anything to the stories.
Good, but be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself. Or me.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
You mean Hinek? He's the tanner's son, isn't he?
Any idea where I could find him?
I don't know. Tried his folks' house, but he doesn't spend much time there.
So you know this Hinek? Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the Bath House wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his own man. He doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Rattay for thieving. And in Neuhoff he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him. God be with you.
Aha! Well, we already found out huge information about Riki, so that's actually super, super good. I didn't actually feel the need to ask why do they call him Riki. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. He's a tanner, so you can kind of tell exactly what's going on there. But now we're in Ledechko, so I'm actually super, super pleased about this. One thing I want to do, though, is I actually do want to check the other ancient maps. This is Rattay. Okay, that looks a little bit confusing. Let's have a look at number 5. Where is this? Where is this? It doesn't actually say. I don't actually have any clue what that is, but alright, well that's a bit weird, isn't it? That is well, that's going to be a bit annoying. Okay, yeah, but anyway, that's probably going to be it for this episode. Next time we're going to go and investigate the bathhouse. Going to meet the wench, I guess, that has to do with Riki. And otherwise, apart from that, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.